In this video, we're going to take a look at a handy little flashlight from the folks at Powertac, the Powertac M5. That's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose, your home for information and gear reviews related to camping, survival, and general preparedness for regular folks. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me. So I actually met the folks at Powertac at the Iraq Veteran 8888 Range Day last year in South Georgia, and they were kind enough to send me home with a couple of lights. We looked at the headlamp before. They also sent me home with this flashlight to check out. And they're also kind enough to offer you a 20% discount if you use the coupon code SOP20 at checkout. So pretty cool too. So anyway, what I always do is we'll jump down to the old stump top. We'll take a look at this thing, talk about the specs. We'll go to the night shots and we'll wrap this up. We'll get started right after this word from one of our sponsors. This video is sponsored by the folks at Surviveware. Surviveware makes the best, most organized first aid kits I've ever seen. From their small personal size to their larger first aid kit that's perfect for families and groups. They even have a survival first aid kit with added survival gear, just in case. And they recently came out with what I think is the world's first IPX7 waterproof soft first aid kit. You can save 10% on your Surviveware kit by using the coupon code PURPOSE10 at checkout. Okay, I'm going to try to do the Jack Webb Justifax version for this. We'll see how that goes. But this is the Powertac M5 Gen X flashlight. And this flashlight features a Cree XM L2 U3 white LED. It is powered by one 18650 battery, or you can use two CR123As. And you don't need a battery charger for that 18650 because it has a magnetic charging cable and just clamps on right there and uses a USB. And it's as you can see, it is not the most secure fastening here. It's kind of like the same issue I had with the Casio watch, but it does okay. You're going to charge it. It's not going to be banging around, hopefully. So there's that. Let's talk about the specs of this thing real quick. It is 4.8 inches long. For those of you who are still stuck in that antiquated, old-timey metric system, and you know who you are, and I know you'll be leaving comments about that comment. That's 123.75 millimeters. The body is 0.9 inches or 23 millimeters, and the head is 1 inch or 25.4 millimeters. And it weighs about what you would expect a flashlight to weigh, about 65 grams. That's probably about, that's close to what, 2.5, 3 ounces. So there we go, 4 ounces. I don't know. I didn't do the ounce thing, so. Because it doesn't matter, because that weight they give you is without the battery, and this is with a battery. So I don't know why they give you weights without batteries, but that, never mind, I digress. So this is a 2 meter drop rated and 2 meter submersible rated, and it has a removable pocket clip. Has a tail switch to go on and off, and a side switch to change the levels. Let's talk about those levels, and we'll let it get dark. We'll do the night shots, and we'll wrap this up, because it's just a flashlight, right? So first of all, the low level, when you turn it on, it's going to come on to low. That is 0.5 lumens, good for 25 days with 18650, 18 days with the CR123, and it's barely on. To change, if you want to turn it off, you just click the tail switch again. Turn it on. To change the levels, you click the side switch. Next level up is 50 lumens. It's good for 25 hours with the 18650, 8 hours with the CR123. Next level up, 180 lumens, good for 10.5 hours with the 18650, 6 hours with the CR123. Next level is 480 lumens. It's good for 3 hours with the 18650, and you're not going to get there with the CR123. And finally, the high level is 1300 lumens, good for 2.5 hours, 18650. Again, not going to make it with the CR123s. Click it again, it's going to go to the strobe. Click it again, it goes back down to the low. And then click the tail switch and turn it off. The other thing to notice, you turn the tail switch on low, put it on like the medium, right there, that's going to be 180 lumens. Click it off with the tail switch. Click the tail switch back on, it comes back on to the 180 lumens. So it gives you that memory feature. You can set it where you want with the side switch, and then you just got the tail switch coming on exactly like you want it. I think that's cool. That means basically you don't have to do a bunch of fiddling around. If you want to have 180 lumens, you just set it one time and turn it off, and when you turn it back on, you're back at the 180 lumens. So pretty cool there. It's a very nice knurling on here. It's got enough of a let me see if it'll stand up here. It's got enough of a flat on there just to sort of do it, almost do a tail stand. It won't really do a tail stand on the old on the old stump, so maybe not. Okay, it won't do a tail stand. The pocket clip, by the way, is reversible for bezel down or bezel up. So there's that. So I like it. Bezel down. So let's let it get dark and we'll take a look at the night shots and we'll come back and wrap this thing up. Okay, so here we are with the Powertac M5 in the dark. It's going to show you the 0.5 lumens is really good for like close-up work because it won't destroy your night vision, but it's not much good for anything beyond that. The next level is 50 lumens, and just kind of show you on the wall, and then we'll take you to the distance. So there's the 50 lumen pattern. Next level is 180, then we go to 480, and then finally to 1300, and there it is. Now, so you can see the pretty hot spot there in the middle, but let's take you out to the distance and see what it looks like. Okay, so got a pretty bit of ambient light here tonight. We do have pretty much a full moon with overcast, so it's like a big light box in the sky, but you can see at the 0.5 lumens, it's does a good job at about a foot away, but it kind of beyond that, not so much. Next level, again, we go up to the 50 lumens. You can see it starts to kind of, you can see out there a little bit out, but it, you know, up closer, and it looks like it's a lot more focused beam on the camera than it really does, you know, with my eyeballs like normal. We go up to the 180 lumens, and you can see it starts throwing some light out there. We'll go up to 480 lumens and pretty broad, and then finally to the 1300 lumens and pretty stinking bright. And again, it's not quite as much of a hot spot in the real world. It seems kind of, it really lights up out here from way out here to all the way over here very evenly. So, but there you go. It's the Powertac M5. Let me just go ahead and show you the strobe. If that bothers you, then, you know, turn your eyes off. Turn your eyes off. If that bothers you, just look away for a minute. And back down to the 0.5. Okay, well, that was some of the night shots of the Powertac M5 flashlight, and gotta say, I think this is a handy little flashlight. I like the beam. Its pattern is pretty good on it. It just does a good job of throwing some light out there. I think it's pretty good thrower and does a good job of spreading. What I really like about this one the most of all is that you can set this level however you want it, and then change that little side switch there and turn it off, and it's got the memory. You don't have to do any kind of fiddling around. You find the light you like and you got it, but you got options to change the level if you don't want it that way. So pretty cool there. Again, that's the Powertac, and again, you can save 20% on your entire purchase from Powertac website by using the coupon code SOP20 at checkout. So I'll put a link in the video description below for that. So again, thanks to the folks at Powertac for sending me home with this so I could test it and show it to you. And as always, thank you for watching Survival on Purpose. I put out a new video every Friday, Saturday, sometimes random videos throughout the week. If you want to make sure you don't miss any, please go to survivalonpurpose.com/subscribe. Sign up for my weekly email newsletter. Every week I'll send you an email with all the videos from that week in it, and maybe some other info too. I really appreciate the support. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.